Jeepers!
Hello, and welcome to Maniac Mansion, and I have a very special guest with me today, Bob and Fredbear.
Holy moly!
So yeah, I've got well, when I researched a bit into the Maniac Mansion, I kind of realised that some of them have specific um, skill sets, and Bernard seems to be a very popular one.
Well, from what I recall back when I was playing this, basically the idea is that there are, I believe, 2 or 3 puzzles that have to be solved, like in one specific way for a different character. But like which one can solve which is sort of interchangeable. So you can do like any combination of 3 teenagers here.
Well, I understand there's a very well-known puzzle involving the microwave, but only 2 of the characters can actually do it. Is there a way around that, or do you have to?
Well, it's more of an Easter egg than a puzzle.
Okay.
And only 2 of them lack the morals standards to not do it. Or to do it.
And also understand there's one character where you can also have a very special ending as well. I believe it involves a chat show.
Chacho?
Yeah, there's I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a wannabe star as one of the characters.
Mm.
And if you do certain actions, it unlocks a different ending altogether.
Yeah, Bernard is the only one who gets scared and tries to run away, too.
Yes, I understand that as well. And also, apparently, the original version it was something different to Tunehead. Because I think they had to change that to when they re-released it.
Well, you gotta understand with these early DOS games, there was a lot less standardization in what you would call the operating systems. As in, there were like half a dozen or more of them.
With this playthrough, I'm kind of just running through it, so I'm not really stopping to look at the scenery. There is no actual look commands. It's the actual system's very, very simple compared to the latest game engines.
Yeah. But the thing is, I believe this is like the DOS version, and there are, a whole bunch of other versions out there.
Yes, because I heard as well in the thread. I think Needle King mentioned there was a version on the NES. Was it NES or SNES?
I think this could actually run on the SN or on the original NES.
That's something I'd like to see for myself, to be honest. But I understand it was ported onto numerous systems at the time. I think it was I actually originally played this on my Atari ST.
But yeah, so like all of these different operating systems have different like coding standards. And so what LucasArts and other companies at the time had to do was, yeah, nope. They moved the secret entrance.
Yeah, I kind of not really giving away too many secrets. I'm just going straight into these just to push the story along. And there's a bit in the kitchen a bit later on which I kind of failed at. I was trying to do something. Well, we'll see that soon. But yeah, I'm going a bit ahead of myself right now. But yeah, there's no sort of look commands. You can do the what is to find what's around there, but there's no real interaction with scenery as such.
Yep.
And here we have one of the first of many cutscenes.
By the way,
Sorry, come on.
I think Ed's map, the one in his room, is like an accurate map of the rooms in the mansion.
I've seen an image someone's posted online about the actual rooms in the mansion. There seems to be quite a lot in there. Well, I haven't actually got to Ed's room just yet. I don't think I actually managed to in this episode, but you do sort of see it a couple of times during cutscenes. Well, yeah, if I get into Ed's room, I think you can get into Ed's room with him not in there, because if he sees you, he kind of wants bad things to happen to you. I'm sure there's an instant where we can get in there when he's outside of his own room. So you say have you actually completed Maniac Mansion?
Oh yeah, yeah. I did that as part of my original Let's Play of Day of the Tentacle.
I'm actually missed that, to be honest. Sorry about that. I remember watching the original playthrough of Day of the Tentacle, but I must have missed the Maniac Mansion side. But yeah, this is
Oh,
the first time I've actually played it properly. I mean, I have attempted it in the past and as a child, but I've never actually gotten around to completing the game fully.
yeah. That's sort of the same deal with me, or when I did it. Like I never actually. I don't believe I actually finished the game until. Oh, she gotcha.
Yeah, I tried to actually run out, but then I thought I could re-record it and try again. But then again, this shows off another part of the game. But I almost got there. So what were you saying before?
Oh, that it took until the Let's Play for me to actually bother finishing the game.
Ah. I considered playing the original Day of the Tentacle version of Maniac Mansion, but uh, the graphics seem to have a bit of an upgrade with this remaster as well. But I noticed now that it's actually not widescreen. I suppose they couldn't remaster both games at once.
Well, you got to understand that the widescreen for Day of the Tentacle was always there
Okay.
because I mean, look at the bottom there. What's filling up the screen? They pulled that out. Suddenly, it's all in widescreen.
Oh yes. Okay. I never actually realised that, to be honest. It did kind of seem squashed, the original one, when you compare it to the remaster version. It does look a lot more condensed.
Yeah, because they filled up so much of the screen with the verb interface.
Yes.
And this was actually a strategic move on their part, by the way.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, the more of the screen you fill up with buttons and interface, the less of the screen is being used is taxing the graphics card.
Okay, I see now. And yeah, there's a lot of items in this game which you can pick up, but are entirely useless,
Oh yes.
which seem to be quite common in early LucasArts games.
Well, they were still testing things out. Like Sierra, I believe by this point had been around for quite a while, or at least a while.
Yes, the scum. This is the first time the scum system is used, isn't it?
Well, the SCUM system is named after Maniac Mansion. That's what the two M's stand for.
Okay, well, I knew it was named after it in some ways, but I didn't realise that was the actual connections between the two. Ah, here we go.
So Bernard is no longer in the hallway, right?
Yes, I believe I moved him into a side room because I know if you leave him there, he's going to, well, something not nice is going to happen. He's probably going to end up the same place as Razor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also read in a walkthrough that you can actually, you actually get 2 jars of water, and you can pick up the pool water. And I can't remember where else you get another jar of water, but they don't actually just discern themselves between in the actual inventory. And if you get them mixed up, then yes, bad things can happen. We'll find out just how when we actually.
Yes, I think I recall what you're talking about with that.
Yes, when we empty the pool, I think we'll definitely notice more. And yeah, we can take the cheese out. Did we take the cheese?
Well, yeah, he was complaining that you took the cheese.
Oh, sorry. I was busy talking and I missed that part. I actually recorded this a couple of times as I said before, when I was writing notes out for this game, when I thought I had about half an hour's worth of material, I blew through the recording in about 5 minutes. So this is actually a re-recording.
Hmm. I recall the paint remover being important.
I believe you can actually use it on the painting. I can't remember exactly what happens because this is that. If I remember correctly, that's actually a painting of the professor's a painting the professor did of the actual meteorites, and if you use the paint remover on it, I believe he goes a little bit crazy.
Well, crazier.
Yes, of course. And I believe there's only a couple of people who can actually use the piano as well.
Oh, yeah, the ones who are musically inclined. I think it's
That's
Razor and another guy.
is it Sid? And I think I can't remember who the wannabe journalist is, but apparently her and I think it's Razor are the only people who can actually memorize this address and phone number. Because there's a point where you can find a working phone and they can actually ring it.
Yeah, and a couple of them need to publish something in
Yes.
order to get their particular um, quest or whatever.
I'm hoping to show it off at some point. Obviously, you've only got a choice of 3 characters, but obviously there's other things you can do with different people. And the thing with Bernard is apparently he's very good at repairing things.
He's the nerd, the
Yeah.
stereotypical 80s nerd.
Yes.
So, of course, he is the only person who knows how electronics work.
Yeah, there's a few of these pixel hunt for the light switch.
Yeah, that's uh, that's always fun. No wonder they put it in multiple times.
I also read as well that in the original Day of the Tentacle they intended to have 6 characters,
Hmm.
and they also it's so they could have a Maniac Mansion feel of you can choose 3 of those 6 characters,
Ah, yeah.
but they decided to pull it out because they obviously found it easy to work with 3 characters. You could just concentrate to develop on them.
Yeah, develop the characters more, put in more specific dialogue for them.
Yes, and I think Razor was the only other one to return, but they cut her out in the end for Laverne, which I think was a good choice.
The Vern has her own interesting thing going on.
Yes, and I've in the last video I neglected to do a few things with her, which I hopefully will rectify next time. And Edna's looking a lot worse for wear in this one. I don't know, she looks looking very blue.
Well, I think it's what the meteorite's doing to them.
Ah, true, because Ed's is it Ed? Ned? No,
Ed,
Fred, Ed, and Edna. Ed's looking very green in this one as well.
I believe it's dead cousin Ned.
He makes an appearance in this, doesn't he?
Oh, yes.
And I believe there was Chuck the Plant
As
in the
himself.
yes. I believe in the room where we had the telephone, there was also Chuck the Plant, but he's not very well shown.
Yep, there's the manuscript. Like, you can send that into the We Publish Anybody. Or We Publish Anything. And, yeah, both the tentacles are here, too. Although Purple has gone through a bit of a personality change. You know, what with being before and after the evil mutant brain power ooze stuff.
Yes, I think Green's the first one we meet in this one. I think I think he makes an appearance right at the end.
Ah,
I thought I'd leave on a bit of a cliffhanger.
yeah, well,
Well,
like Green Tentacle is one of the big stopping points in the game, one of the big obstacles. And getting past him is is like at least one of the things that each character can do in a unique way.
I think apart from Bernard.
Well, I just remember that there are several distinct ways of getting Green to move,
Oh, okay.
and they're based on the characters. or what the characters are allowed, what the characters are allowed to do. But as far as meeting him in person, no, that's not something Bernard is prepared to do.
No, as we've just seen. Can you actually get past them with Bernards?
I don't know, it's been years. I'd have to look it up, and you probably already have, so.
Yeah, I'll look again. But I think for now, we'll find out how it happens next time. I'm sure. I know that all the other characters can get past him, and there are a few ways they can do it.
Right.
Right. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.